This is really good. I'm reading your speech right now, and I'm just like, wow, like everything
Thank you.
just
I was
runs
like
well
kind
together.
of I was just kind of sick at first, and like the best way for me to get through stuff is rhyming. I was gonna turn it into like a kind of poem, but I was like, it's a speech, so I tried to stay away from it. But yeah, thank you though.
Yeah, it's very nice. I'm like, wow, like we're just reading and you like get to the point straight away, and
I wanted to write more. It was just very difficult to think of what to say. I tried to kind of mirror yours a little bit, like kind of the way you structured yours and what you talked about. I tried to kind of do it the same way.
yeah, I'm just like,
Did you want to?
huh?
Sorry, I was gonna say. So, did you want to wait for Selena to come in just to read it out?
Good morning.
Oh, there
There
she
she
is.
is.
Hey,
Hi.
how are you
Hello.
doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
Good.
We're just getting ready to. So, Clark. Okay, let me backtrack. Okay, so we're gonna have Yusura record her valedictorian speech tomorrow, and so Clark wanted us to kind of help her with that by having me and Janine write our own versions of the speech, and then having Yusura kind of read it during the meeting, just to kind of see how she feels about it, if she wants to take anything from it, or just kind of as practice, like as a practice for reading the speech. So we're gonna get ready to do that real quick.
Okay. Let me read out the speech that Ariana wrote. We are living through history. As we venture into the world, it is time for us to figure out life that is this big mystery. We have been dealt oh my god, I can't talk today. We have been dealt cards that many may not find fair. The world has done everything it can to try and wear and tear down people that look like us, people like me. I am an African American and immigrant and a Muslim woman. All of these labels that box me and also gives the world an excuse to weigh me down. In a world where stereotypes can be deadly, we have grown up to believe that the color of our skin is a weapon. It is now time for us to take back that weapon and turn it against the oppressor. We have gone through high school and have the teachers and parents train us to fight these battles. The violence has become more evident, but it has always excited me. It may be hard to look in the mirror and see ourselves as worthy. I know that for myself. I never expected to reach such heights. Along the way, I had the help and support of family, friends, and teachers. Just getting through junior, senior year was tough, as I know it was for many of my friends and peers. All that we had to look forward to was essays, and more essays. On top of that, we had the pressure of our identities weighing us down. We as minorities and the world seems to continue to disregard us. Who we are as people define us. Everything from our name to our birthplace. As communities of color continue to get negatively impacted by COVID-19 and Black people continue to get killed by the people that are meant to protect us, it becomes harder and harder to exist. That is when it becomes more and more important to be proud of our identities. We need to be proud of who we are, even who we are more than ever. I need to be proud of being the valedictorian in my speech while existing in this identity. So many stories out there deserve to be told. Yeah, I think I might take some stuff from your speech and like incorporate into mine to make it a bit more powerful, because I really like how you were talking about being boxed in, and you were talking about how communities of color are being impacted by COVID-19.
Okay, so those like the parts in particular that you liked, and that's fine. Yeah, I kind of tried to make it so that you wouldn't have to, like, if you did like parts, you didn't end up changing entirely your speech, because I think your speech is really good and it's really powerful and impactful. And so I think that what you focus on in your speech is important. And so I kind of tried to frame my speech around yours. I also think it's important that we take a moment to kind of check in on you, Selena, to see like how you're feeling right now. And just, yeah, to kind of see how you're feeling about everything and how we can kind of best support you. Because I feel like when we first like met, we kind of did a bad job of introducing ourselves. And so we kind of want to like take a moment to see like if there's any questions that you still have. And kind of from what you know, like what are your ideas about so far from what you know?
You kind of cut off towards the end. I think so far kind of got the gist of what's going on. I was just wondering if you guys are still working on that contract paper you guys were talking about the other day on Monday.
Yeah, we're that was just a rough draft, and so we're still like very much working on it. So there's still like plenty of things that we can still add to it. Did you have any ideas for it?
Okay. Yeah, I was also wondering, like if you guys like need help with anything, I was wondering if you guys post that in the group chat, or like how do you guys go about like assigning work for one another?
So typically, Clark has been like telling us like assigning work, but he's been kind of trying to let go of the reins, and so we've been kind of trying to delegate the work ourselves. And so the group chat is a big place. It's pretty much the main place where we like talk about like what we need to do next and everything. So yeah, it's a big part of it is the group chat, and then there's also a Google Drive that I can share access to you with. I think I can. I'm pretty sure I can. I can like share access to that Google Drive with your email so that you can like access like the past notes and stuff that we've worked on, and like most of the stuff we share is in there.
All right, yeah. Well, if you could do that, I'd really like that, just so I know like sort of like what's going on. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I can go ahead and share that with you. And just like kind of some like advice for us or tips, I guess. Like, how do you think we can better provide for someone new coming in the future?
So like what I've noticed is like it's like I was watching the video last night from your agenda, and you guys did mention how like it does like when someone new joins the team and like we don't really have anything to do, it does make me feel like I'm kind of left out, I guess, in a way. So it'd probably be nice if like you if we did take a moment to like introduce ourselves better and just in general like provide some work for the new member as well so they know like they're part of the team and um you know.
Yeah. I kind of tried to think of some ideas. Like, cause we definitely can use your help, and so that's like a big reason why I called you on is because like we're definitely starting to pick up momentum. So we definitely can use your help. We just have to do better at delegating, because even with our own selves, like we sometimes are confused about what it is we should do, and so I definitely understand. I think some things that you can like start doing now if you want, is reaching out to media outlets and influencers or bloggers, because a big thing that we're focusing right now is getting the word out about Yusura's speech, and so that's why we like started with that, because we're recording it tomorrow, and then after we record it, we're trying to get like that video shared, and also another video that we had recently did, but like right now we're focusing on her speech, and so yeah, right now we've just been trying to focus on reaching out to like big media outlets and organizations, any that you know of, and also some influencers and bloggers to see how to kind of get marketing on our YouTube channel with those videos as well. And so to kind of like get exposure, that's what we're working on right now, is getting exposure. So like if you know of any ways of doing that, that's what we're all really working on right now. And also I guess just continuing to watch the meetings, and I'll share the Google Drive with you so that you can keep up to date with that stuff.
Okay, perfect. I'll keep that in mind, and if I can find someone to like share Yusura's speech video, then I will surely do that when it goes up.
That sounds good. Thank you. Um, yeah. And I also kind of wanted to see how you're feeling, Yusura, with your speech and everything. Um, and how you're feeling about it right now with it coming up tomorrow.
I feel surprisingly like prepared. Like I'm not nervous at all. I think that's the thing about me. At first, I'm like very unsure about something, and I'm very like hesitant. But then once I get it in my mind, I'm committed to it, and I'm willing to like put my all into it. So I'm not worried much about it at the moment, and excited for tomorrow to get it done and see where we go from there. And to go back to what you were saying about delegating tasks, I feel like also with the tasks, we find them as we go. Like if we're going through a website or watching a YouTube video or we're listening to a podcast, we're like, oh, this business is doing this. This is probably what we should be doing. And we're like, oh, maybe somebody should start doing this. I think that's also another way we've been like giving out tasks because, you know, we're barely starting and we don't know like what we're supposed to be doing in the business. But now we're slowly learning. I love when someone does that.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a big process for all of us because we're all new to this. Yeah, like we're all newbies. None of us have had a business before, and so this is something that we're all trying to figure out. And so like it's good that we're going through these like learning phases to understand like how to deal with this and how to deal with that. We're just now learning like how to delegate tasks. Like it's barely starting to pick up this week. Before, it wasn't really like as like much to do, and so like we're just not trying to figure out like who should be doing what. And so yeah, we're all like definitely learning, and it's definitely a big process. And so we're just trying to learn learn how to get organized and like how to develop this business. And so I'm really glad that you're going to be like experiencing the process with us, and like helping to found this business. And I wanted to check with you, sir, about like if you still needed help with your speech and what time will be best for you to record the speech. Because I was thinking when it's not like direct sunlight, so like in the afternoon, but what time would work good for you?
I think anytime would be good for me. I'm just like, what time were you like thinking exactly of like when about the sun?
Probably just like anytime after like 2, because that's when the sun begins to go like down. So like anytime after that probably is good.
Yeah, I think maybe 2:30 will be fine, and I think less of my siblings would be awake, so it'll be like less noisy, and we don't have to worry much about that.
Okay, and we can still do it outside, like on your front lawn or something to help social distancing. Okay. And I think we should also talk about media coverage of the video. I think we should really focus on that today since we are recording it tomorrow. I think maybe like it would help to like for us to develop a list together, maybe probably right now of like ideas of who we can send it to, who we need to send it to, and then how many we should try to focus on sending today. Yeah, and like just potentially spend today reaching out to news outlets. How do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. At the moment, I don't know who exactly, but hopefully I get an idea right now once I do a little bit more research on like who would be a good like candidate to like have share our videos and whatnot.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to like just start researching and making a list of who should we go after. So that way, I don't know when my video will be released or like how are we just gonna record it then send it, or I think Clark talked about having like other videos on top of it, like layering type of editing. So I don't know when that's gonna happen.
Okay, we can check with him about that for sure. I think he probably wanted to send it out Friday though, but we can double check. Okay. Do you guys have any ideas off the bat? I know. Did you end up being able to send it to BuzzFeed? You did last night, right? Okay. So yeah, we're just like kind of focusing on organizations like that, Selena, like BuzzFeed. Like I think Clark wanted us to aim for the big ones because his idea was that if big ones catch on to it, then small ones will also catch on. But we can also target the small ones as well, just in case. Because I know that a lot of big news outlets are focusing on the protests that are happening right now. And so if we're going to target those, we should also figure out a way to kind of show how this video is relevant to that. because a lot of news stations, they won't like kind of put a video on unless they see its relevance. And so we should really think about that. And I'm going to share the folder with you right now because we kind of have a script developed that we are trying to send out to every organization. So I'm going to go ahead and share that with you right now.
And do you guys have a list of like the news outlets you guys already reached out to, so I don't end up like repeating like myself?
We have an Excel spreadsheet of it. We haven't really got to reach out too much yet, but I can share this spreadsheet with you as well. That we have to organize it.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so I just shared the script that we're sending to people, and then the Excel sheet for like who we sent it to, and then the entire folder to you.
All right, I'll look into those right now. And see.
I was thinking that on the Excel sheet, we could probably start typing it out, like who each of us want to send it to. Actually, now that I think about it, like the Excel sheet would be a good place for that.
So wait, how are you guys searching for the different types of organizations and outlets?
At first, I was searching up news organizations that like accept stories, but I think I'm just gonna start maybe just by like searching up the local Denver TV stations. So what I did was I searched up like the local Denver stations near me, and I might just go ahead and like submit them, like email them to them.
Okay.
And then we can start moving up, like we can move to the national news stations. If you want to, Lena, you can actually just start on that. Do you know which ones you're going to be trying to look into, Yusura?
Not yet, but I think I might be looking into one back in California if that's all right. And see if it does work out. So I'm gonna be looking into that right now.
Okay.
See.
I think that's good because I know Janine's looking into Texas ones. So if you want, you can actually look into the California ones because I don't think that it matters where we send them to. And I can start looking into Denver station.
Currently I just search small news and entertainment sites or like sites similar to BuzzFeed, and then I guess I'm going from there.
Okay. So I have a quick question. Should we be focusing on sending out Yusura, like talking about Yusura's speech, or should we be focusing on sending out the video that I had edited?
I don't know. Currently I'm thinking about sending out your video.
Okay. I'm doing the same. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to check.
And I feel like once we have that connection with them, if they like the video, we could be like, oh, we also did this other thing, maybe.
Okay.
I found this news organization that I think would be like good for us to spread. It's called Black News, Good Black News, and they're looking for different types of things that Black people are part of or doing, but I can't find their contact information.
It's called Good Black News, you said?
Yeah, Good Black News.
I can see their social media accounts. I don't know if it would be a good idea to because it says here like for instead of contacting them, they kind of have they have their mailing address, and then they have like spaces for us to put our information in, and then over here they have the social media accounts. Maybe we can follow them on there and like message them from there. Maybe.
Just noticed I was in mute. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to reach out to their social media accounts, maybe especially Facebook, because we have more going on Facebook, I think I'll try to reach out to them on there.
Okay, I can put in the Excel sheet that you're gonna try to reach out to them, and then like you can just work on that within the next few days. Like reaching out to them. The problem I always come to is whose number to put. So I'm gonna wait to ask Clark about that because I'm pretty sure he wants his number, but I want to make sure. So I'm not. I was gonna put a story idea for CBS for Denver, but they're asking for a phone number, and I want to make sure I don't want to just put his number. So
Yeah, I think we should do that or get like a business number. I don't know how that would work though.
I'm gonna make a note about that to ask him about that.
So I'm on the Good Black News Facebook page and they have their email on here. So I'll just go ahead and email them then.
Okay. Sounds good.
What should I put in the subject line?
Maybe just like story idea. That's what I put on one of them. How you doing, Selena?
I'm doing great so far. I was looking into CBS 8 back in California. And I think I might be looking into another one and see if I can contact them later today. See how that goes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so Clark just said, you guys, I know you guys can see it, but yeah, so I guess we put our phone numbers when it asks us for whose number to put. I also feel like he wants us to focus on sending out your speech, Yusura, from the way he worded that.
So how would we do that exactly since we don't have the recording currently? Do we just, or should we just have like make a list of people we're gonna send it out to once we're done, or?
So I think that what he's been doing is like telling them. Let me see, because I think he sent some people an email. Yeah, so he's been sending people talking about how you didn't get to give your speech, and then he's like giving a little bit of your backstory and everything, and talking about this business that we're doing, and then he's sending like a link of us talking about our vision, and then us talking about doing your speech. That's what he's been sending out to people. So I think that's what he wants us to send out. And so I think he wants us to focus on the fact that you didn't get to do it, but that you're going to give it.
Okay, I'll start, I guess, changing. What does that mean? We have to change your script then? Because I've been using the we have a specific video we would be interested in submitting for you.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna send this thing about what he's been saying. I'm gonna put that in this. This is what like I just noticed he's been sending out.
And he said that the cloud is full and that if you don't delete something like right now, this meeting won't record. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Delete some of the recordings.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start deleting this.
Wait, do I have to have my speech memorized or can I like look at something while recording?
I think whatever works best for you. It probably is gonna be hard to memorize it in a day, so I'm pretty sure it's fine if you look at something. Most
Yeah,
people do.
I have a horrible memory and that would take a while.
Yeah, that's like too little time to try to memorize a speech, so I think you're fine. Okay, so I see Clark just posted something about him wanting you to record like a 15 to 20-minute video about you talking about how you didn't get to do your speech, and at first it wasn't a big deal, but now you've grown, and now it is a big deal because you have a lot to say, and like talking about Mama Bird and how you have grown, and how for the first time you're advocating for yourself. Sorry, this phone keeps ringing, but if you want, we could do it towards the end of the meeting, and then like I can stop the recording and start another one. We can do
Yeah, we could do that towards the end of the meeting, and I can briefly. How long does it have to be? Like just a couple minutes, right?
Yeah, he said 15 to 20, but I think we can do it probably even shorter.
He said 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time.
But you can probably do it in like half the time, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think we should make it too long because then they might not watch it. But yeah, we can do that at like 8:30, 8:40 probably.
Okay.
So, sir, I'm not sure if we'll be able to do it on Zoom because he wants it to be really good quality. But if you want, we can like leave at 8:40 and let you go record the speech, and then we can continue working on this.
Sorry. Yeah, we could do that. We can leave the meeting and I can record it. I'll type something out real quick and then have that recorded. And then I'll send it to you guys so we can start sending them out to the people.
Okay, and we can continue like looking at places Selena to send it to. Yeah, while she does that. So I'm wondering if maybe we should just wait to stop sending it until we get that video, and then instead of sending those other 2 videos, we'll just send this one.
Yeah, we should think just like have the list on and then send it once I have that recorded.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna head out and try to start recording the thing that Clark wants me to record.
Sorry, I'm gonna continue looking at the news places. I do have to take a call at 10, so I'll see how much I can send out. But yeah, if you guys want, you can record that and Selena. Like throughout the day, we can both continue to send it out to places once we get her video.
And should I just end this chat for everybody, or do you guys want to stay in?
We can just end it and just work on this, and then just let us know once you film the video.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye bye.